Our favorite part of the morning here to our jolly holiday countdown and a holiday cookie glow up. We're all getting ready, and Vaughn Vreeland from New York Times Cooking is here in the house to show us how to take store-bought cookies and then elevate them so that they can look and taste much better. Ready for your party. Vaughn, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Good to see you too.
So the first one here, we're actually taking store-bought cookie dough, and you're going to level it up for us.
Yeah, so I don't know about you, but I find that store-bought cookie dough now isn't as chocolatey as it used to be. Like, what's going on with big cookie dough? I don't know. But I like to actually just take, like, you know, a chocolate disc, or you could take a kiss, make a little thumbprint cookie out of it. It just adds a little bit more. You could sprinkle some flaky salt on top, really make it fancy.
I like that.
But that's like a nice way to level it up.
Perfect.
You know?
And then you were also telling me, so for people like me who don't even want to open the oven, we can get like a store-bought, you know, case of cookies here and razzle-dazzle it a little bit, right?
We always have solutions for people like you.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much.
We've got some melted chocolate here. I just blitz it in the microwave. Make sure you stop it maybe every like 15 seconds.
I can use a microwave.
You can do this, yes, you can do this. And then I just like to drizzle the chocolate. Now, you see here the first plop is always going to be a little bit bigger, but then you just drizzle it like that. And then while the chocolate is setting, that's for you.
I could do a little drizzle.
You can then just make it your own, you know?
My drizzle's not as good as your drizzle,
yeah,
but it's all right.
that looks great.
I got it. So then, while I'm working on these,
Vaughn, I love that you're here. No apron for you, but we've got our aprons on.
I mean, I make a mess too. Believe me.
Well, store bought.
Yes.
Sometimes store bought sugar cookies, they come like this oftentimes, but you say you can make them much more pretty. You can jazz them up.
Yeah, give them a little glitz, a little glam, like I got in the makeup chair this morning. So basically, this is already pretty sticky.
So you do it whole.
You can just do it whole because this is a slice and bake, and it makes it so much easier if you want to try.
I do the red?
Yeah. And it just adds a little glitz, a little glam. And then you slice and you bake it.
I wouldn't have thought to do it with it whole.
And you could do sprinkles. You can do really whatever you want. Nuts on the outside.
And then these, obviously, if you're buying them from the store, there's fun things you can do as well.
Yes. I mean, these are great in a pinch. They do look a little sad, so we want to just make them look happy, you know? So again, like we did with the chocolate over there, you've got some white chocolate here.
This is white chocolate? Just plain white chocolate?
This is plain white chocolate. Microwave blitz it. So sometimes you can put coconut oil in it, but it'll make it harder to set sometimes. It just like depends on how, like the temperature of your kitchen, humidity, and stuff like that. So you just dip it, and then we've got some chopped pistachios, some freeze-dried strawberries, sprinkles, and that adds, you know, color.
Do the dip.
It adds festivity, but it also adds some flavor because these are often really, really sweet.
That's
you know?
I like that. Yeah. Thank you. I'm going to keep working while you go over there to Ginger and Sam.
Can we do gingerbread?
Ginger, got the ginger.
Yes,
we got ginger in the house.
She knows how to do this. You do this at home.
I've done it with my kids several times, and we've done both kinds where we make it, but also the easier way is just buy the gingerbread house, and then you have extra ways to spice that up.
I love store-bought cookies. I love a store-bought gingerbread house. I think that if you get the gingerbread house that has the window already cut out, my favorite thing to do is make it into stained glass. So you can just take
that is fancy.
Yes. So I like to do a little bit of a mix of colors. If you want to try, you can.
So what is this?
This is just Jolly Rancher that's crushed up. You just can crush it up in the wrapper there.
Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, and then you bake it in a low oven, like a 300-degree oven, for like 5 minutes.
That's genius because it's going to stick in there.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
And what you want to do is you want to decorate the sides of your house before you actually assemble it, because it'll make it so much easier.
That makes so it doesn't fall over constantly.
Exactly.
I've
All
had
right,
that
now
happen.
because we were talking about them falling over, and you're like so petrified, and you've got to do a good roof because that makes everything. Look at the example.
Well, I mean, you see, this house is like 90% roof. So basically, you want to make it look good. We added some pecans. I love a cinnamon toast crunch, and while the icing is setting, you just press those in there and make it look like shingles.
Pretty.
I think it looks fabulous.
So you do that before you put the roof on, or after you put the roof on?
So you do that while it's just setting
like
right
that.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. So Ginger, if you wanted to go ahead and have fun with the roof, I mean, obviously there's also like sprinkles, jazz it up with like gumdrops, things like that. But this just makes it look kind of natural, kind of nice. So does the rosemary, the coconut. You know.
Speaking of the rosemary and having like that outer, you got to give it curb appeal.
Oh yeah.
Like don't just leave it. Right.
Sell this house.
Right, we're going to landscape.
Yeah.
I'm big into like cottage core. I was like, that was a big part of my TikTok. So I was like, what about rosemary? We've got like thyme, just things to make it look a little bit more natural, you know, before you put all the gumdrops and stuff on it. But
then you could also use this.
Yeah, you could could also use the coconut, and I always love to take like a little sieve and dust powdered sugar over the top to make it look like freshly fallen snow.
Who has a sieve in their kitchen? Only you. No, okay, Ginger
My
does.
mother-in-law, she made sure I have every sieve.
You can just get it in your hand and go.
Oh, okay, that I can do.
Yeah.
So how did we do over
yes,
here?
please, come join us.
You finished yours. I started eating too soon.
How did
I don't have time, and I know a lot of people don't, to do the whole baking thing. So to do it this way makes it look special, makes everybody feel special, and it's so easy.
And you know, I have a niece, a couple nephews, and my sister doesn't really trust them too much with a lot of stuff.
I know this.
Yes,
Yeah.
but this is a really fun thing to do with kids too.
And easy to decorate.
And it makes them feel special, like they're doing something creative. And you know, I love making things your own, especially home, like store-bought things. You know, my mom always says it's like putting lipstick on a pig.
The only thing I will say is you can't enter these officially in like an office contest.
Oh, no.
No?
But for that,
Okay.
you got the New York Times Cooking Cookie Week recipes. Little plug there. And we have 7 great recipes this year for the holiday season. You know,
Ginger will be very harshly enforcing the rules at the
Because if Vic walks into these and he thinks he's winning.
I'm bringing them this way, so that's it.
can I judge?
You
Yes.
can judge.
I'll
you
come
can.
back and I'll judge
by the way,
the
what's your
competition.
mom's name?
Denise.
Denise. Shout out to Denise.
Denise, she's the best. Hi, Mom.
Vaughn, appreciate you. Thank you so much. You can get all of these tips and much more. New York Times holiday cookie recipes on GoodMorningAmerica.com.